Some potentially major news in the oil markets. The White House is easing up on a decades-long ban on exporting U.S. oil, allowing a handful of companies to begin sending certain oil products out of this country. Oil prices on the NYMEX rose nearly $0.50 a barrel on that news. The price of Brent crude fell a fraction. But we're wondering, what could this mean for the energy sector down the road? Brennan takes a look.
Two U.S. companies could begin exporting a new type of oil, a move that could put more pressure on the country's four-decade ban on oil exports. According to reports, the Commerce Department has granted permission to Pioneer Natural Resources and Enterprise Products Partners to start exporting condensate as soon as August. Condensate is an ultralight, gassy form of crude that's plentiful in U.S. shale formations like Eagle Ford in Texas. It can be easily converted into gasoline and jet fuel, and it's also commonly blended with heavier crude to allow for better pipeline transport.
The market is probably going to go to Asia. The numbers that we've run indicate that Europe would not be a very good market for it. You would maybe send it into Asia to run through its petrochemical operations to make various petrochemical products. So it's not a huge market for it.
The condensate that Pioneer and Enterprise will export will be distilled and minimally refined. That means it'll be classified as a refined product rather than as crude oil. Crude oil has been banned from exports since the 1970s, following the Arab oil embargo, but products have not. Experts say this could push the door open to a larger easing of that ban, especially as U.S. production climbs and geopolitical tensions mount.
It could represent the beginning of the easing, and it could be that as a result of this, you're going to see more crude oil, more of this light crude oil put through these stabilization units and the offtake then exported. Remember, we've always been able to export products in this country, gasoline, diesel, etc. So this condensate that's coming off these units, there was a question whether that could be exported.
The U.S. currently produces over 8 million barrels of oil per day, 60% more than in 2005 when U.S. production was at its lowest level. Condensate is a fraction of that total. But while America is enjoying its largest oil output since 1988, it's unlikely that Congress would consider an overhaul of the crude export ban right now, with midterm elections looming and gas prices on the rise. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Brennan.